Elon Musk is well known for being among the top most affluent men in the world, and for his prominent companies like Tesla and SpaceX. But it doesn't stop here. His controversial statements always find a way to linger around social media and in the news. Soon after, his futuristic company emerged as Neuralink. So, are his promises regarding the Neuralink chip worth it? Or is it just a conspiracy partnership with AI to take over the world? Let's find out. Today, we will unfold the truth in this video. First, how would you feel about such a company coming up with a brain chip which has to be embedded in our brains with the help of a robot surgeon to enable text messaging via thoughts? Is it worth it? Elon Musk, with 7 scientists and engineers, founded Neuralink under the radar in 2016. It was publicized in 2017 when the Wall Street Journal reported on its existence, because in January 2017 it was officially purchased from its previous owners. Yeah, I know you thought it was merely all the great Elon Musk's idea, but what many might not know is that Pedram Mohseni owned the trademark Neuralink in 2015. He and his partner Randolph Nudo were neurotech researchers who had this incredible idea to develop a device that could help people with brain injuries. They needed a more considerable investment of $200 million to further progress and advance. Still, the problem was more than this. It was hard to see the profitability on the chip even after everything was done and dusted. People were not keen to invest and thought it was a ridiculous and experimental, not to mention expensive, idea. A short time passed until an anonymous offer of tens of thousands of dollars was made for their company. The partners gladly considered and sold out, not knowing Elon Musk was behind this. Meanwhile, Musk's net worth increased from $14.7 billion to $190.5 billion. After knowing who it was, Mohseni wasn't upset, because he wanted his idea to flourish in the future to help others. Now that's a great man. Then, in 2019, Musk and other members of the Neuralink executive team showed off their tech for the first time during a live streaming event. So, let's talk about the Neuralink chip. What fascinating things could you possibly expect a coin-sized chip to do? Well, it's something beyond our imagination. AI has always been correlated to science, just like mathematics has always been correlated to physics. It converts messy signals into making literal sense out of them. In August of 2020, Elon Musk and his company had successfully built a self-contained neural implant that could wirelessly transmit detailed brain activity without using any external hardware. This chip must be implanted inside a person's skull, requiring cutting off a chunk of their skull to adjust. An array of very tiny and thin wires from the chip runs out into the patient's brain. Approximately, these wires are supposed to be 20 times thinner than a single human hair. Neuralink chip is one of the most delicately made chips ever. It contains all the necessary components, including a battery, processing chip, Bluetooth radio, and 1,024 electrodes to detect the activity in the brain's range of 0 and 4 neurons and electrically stimulate it. Then, this chip transmits this data wirelessly into computers for analysis. But before that can happen, it has to be inserted via a robotic surgeon who would work by using a stiff needle to punch the flexible wires emerging from a Neuralink chip into a person's brain. A bit like a sewing machine. Rather scary, no? Would you get it done? Anyway, in January of 2021, Neuralink released a video showcasing the robot. Musk has claimed that this surgery is as easy as LASIK eye surgery. Still, it requires hardware to stick out, and that's where potential risks of infection arise. So how helpful is this chip? Elon Musk's intention while building this has been vivid since the very beginning. His aim, in his words, is to create a neural implant that can sync the human brain with artificial intelligence. He wants to achieve so-called symbiosis. This implant allows blind patients to see, paralyzed and disabled patients to move and communicate. In April of 2021, Musk said, quote, First Neuralink product will enable someone with paralysis to use a smartphone with their mind faster than someone using thumbs. That's one hell of a claim to make. Not just this, but Neuralink's device has a chip that processes and transmits neural signals that could be transferred to smart devices. The company hopes a person can control a mouse, keyboard, or computer. This chip also allows functions like text messaging with their thoughts. This technology would ultimately pave the way for authorizing humans to direct computers, prosthetic limbs, and other machines using only their thoughts. Several neuroscientists, publications, and the MIT Technology Review have been condemnatory of claims made by Elon Musk regarding Neuralink, calling it highly speculative. Well, what are your thoughts on this? Now let's move on to a new point. Neuralink controversy on animal testing. The company is facing a federal probe for extreme animal welfare violations at a time when its staff has complained that the testing is being hastened, causing needless suffering and deaths. Also reported by Kavi Mehta in Bengaluru, since 2018, a total of 1,500 animals have faced death, including 280 sheep, monkeys, and pigs. In 2020, Neuralink implanted the chip in a pig's brain named Gertrude. A video was posted demonstrating how the chip could accurately locate Gertrude's limbs when she was walking on a treadmill, and the neural activity for when she snuffled for food. Andrew Jackson, an expert in neural interfaces at Newcastle University, said, quote, "In terms of their technology, 1,024 channels are not that impressive these days. But the electronics to relay them wirelessly are state-of-the-art, and the robotic implantation is nice." And he also said, quote, "This is solid engineering, but mediocre neuroscience." Later, in April of 2021, Neuralink also posted a video of a macaque monkey named Pager playing games such as Pong for banana rewards. It was highlighted that he controlled the cursor using his brain signals solely. But, once more, Professor Andrew Jackson commented that implanting primates with neural brain interfaces that let them control objects on screens has been done before. So, after knowing what a professional's point of view is, have you come to any conclusions yet? Well, in the meantime, let's move on. Again, in February of 2022, an animal rights group called the Physicians Committee filed a complaint to the U.S. Department of Agriculture regarding monkeys used in Neuralink research. 23 of them had gone through extreme suffering as a result of inadequate animal care and the highly invasive experimental head implants. After being accused of this, Neuralink stated in a blog post, quote, "At Neuralink, we are committed to working with animals most humanely and ethically possible." Now, moving on to Elon Musk and artificial intelligence. We live in the 21st century and have already witnessed how powerful and scary AI can be. Technology like Google's DeepMind, AlphaGo, and IBM's Deep Blue computer could defeat the world's best chess champion. AI is an older technology that's been around for decades, but it is still advancing and is being used to create Neuralink. Many times, Elon Musk has warned about AI by saying that he fears artificial intelligence could one day outsmart humans and endanger us, citing AI as the biggest threat to civilization. Well then, why would he use AI? Well, Elon also said, quote, "At least when there's an evil dictator, that human's going to die. But for an AI, there would be no death. It would live forever. And then you'd have an immortal dictator from which we can never escape." On the other hand, he also states that humans, quote, "should merge with AI to avoid the risk of being irrelevant." Elon Musk has visible ties with AI. And these controversial statements made people question his interests in Neuralink and robots. Elon Musk's company, Neuralink, has applied to the FDA for approval to begin on humans. If allowed, human testing should start by 2023. Will it be approved? And if yes, what will the future look like? Now let me ask you, why do you think Elon Musk is trying so hard to prove his brain chip to be extraordinary when it's just a compilation of already existing technologies? Is he really up to something jaw-dropping? Or do the rumors of him putting the chip in the brains of people to control and take over the world seem real? Let us know in the comments section below. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. This does look like quite a conspiracy. Anyway, stay tuned for more, and remember to like, subscribe, and share our video. To watch more fun and engaging videos, hit the bell icon so you can get notified of all our new updates. We'll keep striking you with entertainment. Until then, goodbye.